Hey all, Copeland here from Mozet Supplies. I have here with me today the new PU coated molded tooth zipper. This is the size 8. So this zipper is pretty neat. I got it in just this last week. It slides pretty well. It uses an offset tooth design. So what that basically means is that the top and bottom teeth are slightly offset, and according to the company, that means that it is much more resistant to dust, water, sunlight. These zippers are designed for the marine environment, so they're actually designed for boat covers, spray decks. They call them. They say they're good for wetsuits, for heavy-duty tents. So that's the environment in which they're designed for. And of course, Revelate Designs uses these in the number 10 size. This is the number 8 size. So they have to be decent for using with bike bags and whatnot. Otherwise, they wouldn't be used. So I have on here right now the metal non-locking slider. This is actually the cheaper slider. This plastic auto lock slider is slightly more expensive in the long run. So this zipper slides pretty well. I mean, it is Vislon, or molded tooth, pardon me. But so it won't be quite the same as coil. But it's pretty good as is. I have found that kind of right when you throw the slider on, there is a little bit of resistance. What I'd recommend is if you're sewing with this and you're making bike bags or whatnot, to put maybe a bit of zipper lube on here, and either kind of slide it yourself or even just put it on before you send it to a customer. I think it will extend the life of the zipper, and just make it so those first few zips are clean. But yeah, it is nice stuff. The zipper comes in a number 5, a number 8, and number 10 for this offset tooth with the PU coating. The company also supplies a coil zipper with a PU coating, and they have said that they can make both the coil stuff and the molded tooth stuff with a PVC / weldable material. So if any of you are working with kind of materials where you want stuff to be truly waterproof and you're going to be heat welding stuff or welding stuff, then there are options long run where we can get stuff in that will basically give you a truly waterproof design. But that requires a little more money, it requires a little more work, and we're going to start with this number 8 zipper and bring that in. So I'm going to switch quickly to the plastic slider just to give you an idea of how that performs. I like the metal ones slightly more. Where is that? I just think this one isn't quite the same as the metal one. It's a little bit louder in terms of how it moves. I find there's a little bit more resistance to it. But plastic versus coated metal, I mean, there is pros and cons. This one's slightly lighter. The other one's heavier. You can't remove this head, of course, with the auto lock. You can remove it with a non-lock and put your own zipper pull on there. But yeah, I mean, Revelate Designs, they do use both the number 10 zipper, of course, and then the plastic auto locking sliders. So they have found that the plastic sliders work for them. As a business that imports stuff, I do understand that the plastic ones, even though they're actually more expensive, they're a lot lighter than the metal ones. So it could be related to just weight. If they're bringing in thousands, these will cost less to ship than these overall. But that might not be it. There might be more to it. Personally, if it were my choice, I would not be bringing in these. I would just be using these ones. But that's just me. That's just my experience. I do have them both priced out, and I'm happy to bring in both. With the sliders, I'm not making like, I'm giving you my cost, and honestly, if we don't order enough, I'm losing money. They're expensive. They're not cheap. Once you add in the shipping, it adds up. I think this one's 41 cents US, like actual cost. This one's 47, with shipping built in with the numbers I'm expecting to bring in. I think this one is about 67 cents, and this one's about 75 or so. If we order in a whole bunch of those and the price drops, I'll refund you guys the cost. I got no issue with that. They're more expensive than I thought they'd be. A lot of sliders, like YKK ones, they're costing you 15 cents or less. Usually less. Usually they're in like the 7 cent to 15 cent range. But these obviously aren't YKK. They're probably just cost more to make. So yeah, the zipper itself though is in single yard quantities and pricing, and then also 20 plus yard quantities and pricing. If you order 20 plus yards, you get the best price. There's no difference between 20 plus and 100 plus. The point of my business is to make these sort of supplies accessible to people and accessible to small businesses. So if I put in true wholesale quantities, no one can buy anything. I mean, yeah. So this is the best price though. Once I do bring these in, I'm gonna pump these up to a true retail. But hey, you're getting good offers, so do what you can with it. That's it.